shine. My father taught me don't be soft, so now I'm taking what's mine. I define myself as ambitious, young, black, and gifted. Master P, my masterpiece. That mean I don't got no limits. Bout it, I doubt it. My homies know you ain't ratted. We break you down like a pound. I got it, don't pound us around me. I'm corrupted, flow cold and it's rugged, bumpy. What is up? I'm ready for war. You got to love it like black, yeah. And it feel like, yeah. All day like, yeah. All night like, yeah. Whole squad like, what? And it feel like, yeah. All day like, yeah. All night like, what? Whole squad like, yeah. And it feel like, yeah. All day like, yeah. All night like, yeah. Whole squad like, yeah. And it feel like, yeah. All day like, yeah. All night like, yeah. You don't want problems. You don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems. You don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems. You don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. No, I said you don't want problems. You don't want smoke, dog. You don't want.
Okay, Coach. Well, in just a few short months, this place will be the epicenter of the sporting world when it hosts Super Bowl 54. It's Hard Rock Stadium in Miami, Florida. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Miami Dolphins.
Ready? 18, Gator. 55. I'm not ready. Hey. Motion. Five.
A look at Kerryon Johnson, second-year man out of Auburn. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
On second down now, it's Johnson.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. Yeah, boy, from up here, I don't think Johnson got there. No, he did not. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. On 4th down, out is the punter, Cameron Johnston, to boot it away. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. And this will be taken at the 13. We'll call that a 49-yard punt, but a net of just 39 following the 10-yard return. And the Bengals will take over here, 1st and 10. This is Joe Mixon, 4th in the NFL in rushing last season. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there. Second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
Watch the pass. Slam, slam, slam. Bang, 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 bang.
Shotgun now for Wentz. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Solomon Thomas make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. And, Charles, part of the reason they lost last week, they didn't have a single sack. Well, they changed that quickly.
But did they ever? And it was something they talked about with us extensively. They needed to get pressure. How were they going to get to the quarterback? Obviously, they schemed themselves into a great play, didn't they?
Here we go, here we go. Waiting.
On 3rd and long, it's Wentz. And going deep for Hill. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's the rookie from Washington, Taylor Rapp, who picked it. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive.
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go. I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. From the gun, a run for Johnson. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll make it 3rd down. Running from the gun, Johnson. And the broken tackle helps lead to a 1st down gain. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
36.
Now Johnson. And shedding the tackle, and now some room. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That burst good for 20 and a 1st down. That's his longest run of the first quarter. And, Charles, we talked before the game about them needing to establish the run game. They'll be looking for more of that.
And they got to the perimeter. So that tells me that that's part of the game plan of what they want to get done today. So they'll have some complimentary runs where they'll run it to the inside. But it appears that when they want the big yardage, they think they can get to the outside and make it happen.
It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. Bear in mind, that wasn't a big lineman back there for the tackle for loss. That was a cornerback.
So are you saying the myth has been shattered? That all of them are not just cover corners? Some of them actually will stick their nose in and tackle when necessary? That's what we just saw, isn't it?
And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far is working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Now the first carry for Brian Hill. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And the Dolphins will jump out to a 3-0 lead. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
Come on, baby. Let's go. Take over first and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. It's Mixon on the counter. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing with the line of scrimmage.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. That makes them now 0 for 2 here in the first quarter on 3rd down conversions.
And now they'll look to their defense, because they need them to step up so they don't fall further behind here in the early going.
Good blocking there, and nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And it'll be Dolphin football. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10.
Check nickel, Topper!
Throwing on 1st down. Knight. They'll roll him out right. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however, and let's see what that's about. This will probably be the last play of the quarter.
You remember me? Let's go, baby. Jimmy, go.
Following the penalty, it's Hill. Give him 2 yards on the gain there, and it will take us to the end of quarter number 1.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. Give him 5 on the QB run, but it's going to bring up a 4th down. Here's Cameron Johnston now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. 35 yards on the return. Picked up some good blocks as well. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Bengals drive about to get going. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier. I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. Mixon hit, and all the ball is out. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line. So they need to determine if that knee was down before the ball was coughed up.
And they also wanted to make sure that the ball was possessed as they were going through, that the ball wasn't working its way free before the knee hit the ground.
Here we go. Lady!
Let's go, check.
Mixon with a first down carry. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Dante Hightower on the stop.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 10 yards there on a Bengal first.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
You got tight right there.
Working from the gun, Wentz. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And it'll be intercepted. It's the rookie from Washington, Taylor Rapp, who picked it. That pick, his 9th on the season.
Remember we were kids and you were playing Little League Baseball and they penciled you in the 9 spot in the order? That wasn't so good, was it?
Were you in the 9 hole?
Or you played the 9 position, right field? That wasn't so great.
That wasn't. You're picking dandelions out
exactly.
there. Right? But the 9 picks
you want that in a big way. That's a great season.
Heck of a season.
Choose the mic. Man, I got you. Mic 2. Watch 2. Hey, pick your game up.
Hey, seam 6.
It's our field.
Hit it.
On 1st and 10, Knight. That's to his running back, Kerryon Johnson. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
2nd and 9 now from the 21.
Strong right.
2nd and 9 now. They go with a screen to Gore. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down. So nothing there on the screen that time.
That means all that great acting they tried on offense went for naught, didn't it? Because you have to try and influence them. Make them think that you're doing something else. Make them think that they can get to the passer by letting them by and then setting up the screen and getting downfield. Didn't happen at all. Give a lot of credit to the defense for not tumbling to that one.
He can run for it, and he will. And he'll be stopped here well short of the 1st down at the 24-yard line. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th. Here's Cameron Johnston now. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Here's Hill on the return. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Bengals drive about to get going. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Sidney Jones. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Look at me, zipper. Look, squeeze.
Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down. Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Greystone, travel.
Now this time he'll look to throw. Complete. Richardson has it. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. And maybe the wrong read there, as he's going to go down immediately. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hodges. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball, because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. You're down 3, under a minute to go. How aggressive are you going to be in this spot?
Not as aggressive as I probably would want to be. Only down 3. I mean, it might as well be even going into the half. That's not a deficit that makes me want to push it and potentially.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45.
46 down, man, 5-4.
From the gun, it's Wentz. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. He was trying to go back to Hollywood there. And that'll bring up second down. Throwing is Wentz. He'll take his shot for the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Tyreek Hill, as the first half is winding down, and the Bengals have taken the lead. Hopkins with the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Ready?
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way.
That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Marquise Brown hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. Now the Bengals, they widen their lead. Extra point good by Hopkins. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit.
He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. The 20. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Paul Richardson, his third touchdown now on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. And he's got it. That cuts the lead. It's now 14-10. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Carson Wentz. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. Boy, the action just coming fast and furious right now. If you got up to go get a drink from the fridge, you picked the wrong time. 2 long touchdowns.
Yeah, and that's how you answer a one-play drive, with a one-play drive of your own. And you're exactly right. If you step away from the action, my dad took me to a Major League Baseball game when I was 8. I needed to go to the bathroom. Of course, while we're in the bathroom, grand slam home run.
Well, it tends to happen that way, doesn't it?
Yeah, my dad still hasn't forgiven me.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in, because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11.
On the ready.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Out of the pistol, here's Johnson. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
At the 36-yard line.
Check 15, check 61, matchbox lights. Hey, orbit. Now.
Operating from the gun. Knight looking left sideline, incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. And that'll make it 3rd down.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, Knight. Flushed out right. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the 1st down. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down. Here's Cameron Johnston now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. Watch out for Hill on the return. So a change of possession here on the punt.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time.
He's got a man, complete. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. What a game it's been for this duo.
They remind me of a good comedy team. They know how to play off of each other so well. No matter how one riffs, the other's right there to pick them up, and they are shredding them in this ball game.
So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. They run the counter. Nixon. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Here we go, Pac-Man. 54 Mike. All day, every day, any day. No. Check 13.
Now a play fake. Wentz. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Logan Ryan. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They go to Johnson again. And he'll get this up to about the 40. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down.
Mike 2, watch 2. Hey, Delta.
Let's go, D, tighten up. Let's go, D, tighten up.
Mike 2. Yo, go.
Hey, get in the weight room.
Back to throw. Knight. Buying time to his left. And that is incomplete.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was 3rd and short, okay? They decided to throw the football incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it.
Hey, Charlie. Mike 2.
Watch two. Watch two. I got you. I got you, son. I got you. You're all mine. You're all mine, baby.
Hey, Haywood.
Mike two. Mike two. Hey, they're scared. They're scared. Choose the mic. Don't let him breathe. Don't let him breathe. Play that tight deep.
Shoot.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. That's going to be caught by Richardson. And he's going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. A pretty good-looking run there on first down. That'll go for 9 yards, just short of the line to gain. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Here's Johnson. He's been busy this afternoon, and he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Choose the mic. Mike two.
Pilot, 64, weak.
Drop deep.
Ready.
They'll run it with Johnson. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
There are a lot of different formulas to winning football, but one constant over the years, winning on 3rd down. That pickup there was big because they had struggled throughout this one.
The first down carry here for Johnson. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. On 2nd down, Johnson. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on run downs. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter with the score Bengals 21, Dolphins 10.
Here we go. 60 outlaw. Hey, Echo.
Bring it. Bring it.
Operating from the gun. Knight. He's got his man. It's Andrews. 23 yards on the play. In a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half. 1st and 10 on the ground. This is Johnson looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
Recon, 152 fighter. Hey, exit.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Hey, wahoo.
To throw on 2nd down. Knight. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. He was looking for Paul Richardson there, and it's 3rd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle.
Greystone travel.
Watch out, watch out, watch out.
Get it.
On 3rd down, they'll run with Gore. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown.
Come on, set.
Frank Gore, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are back within a single score.
Mike two. Watch two. Watch two.
Hey, watch that. Hey, watch the ball.
Mike two. Mike two.
Hey, tight.
Choose the mic.
From the gun, Knight under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8.
Well, they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Bengals drive about to get going. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Lefty.
Again, it's Mixon. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of your running back, tell them to take care of the ball, and try and move forward.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
21 yards. Well done on the return.
Ready.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
Hey, Zoo.
On first down, Knight. This one complete to Devin Funchess. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Here we go. Kill. Turn it up. Kill.
22 jet bomber. Fire.
Johnson. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. They run on first down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming. Tackled that time by Jerome Baker out of Ohio State. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Here's a 2nd and 7. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 18. This quarterback now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Knight. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Paul Richardson with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Dolphins are going to jump back in front.
All day, dog. Mike 2.
Operating from the gun. Knight looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, that decision to me was all about pulling up the chart. You know, that beautiful chart that tells you when to go for 2, when to go for 1. I do love it. It helps you with your decision-making during heated times. And just look at it right here in this point of the game. Go for 2. Try and make it a field goal difference.
But now just up 1 makes the rest of this 4th quarter a little more interesting.
Yeah, they followed the chart. They just didn't get the 2 points on the board, did they?
Nope. The Bengals drive about to get going. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. They toss to Mixon. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. This will be a loss of 3 and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. Wentz now to throw. And going deep for Hill. And that is incomplete. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And the Dolphins get the football in great field position. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
It's our time.
X3, 218, chopper. Now.
They'll run on first down. Johnson, and he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. Less than 2 minutes to play. Down to the wire we go in a one-point game. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. That one looks like he'll throw here. It's complete to Diggs. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10.
General West. 5.
From the gun, Knight. Stepping up, he'll try and run. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable second and short.
On second down, it's Johnson. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
Set, ready? 60 outlaw.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense. All right, here we go. Check safety, check safety. Shoot.
6-6, pull it high.
Again, it's Johnson. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. So they get to 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. The Bengals drive about to get going. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not because...
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Bengals going to signal for their third and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. He's back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he can't corral it. That would have wrapped it up if he'd been able to hold on. Instead, it brings up third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. They'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Wentz to throw for it on fourth. He's going to let it fly. Oh, wide open, complete. And he's in. Are you kidding me?
How do you give that up?
One of the most improbable ways to...